Yes, this is your boy Chickatet, aka Tahuti, aka Hermes, aka Symmetry, aka I wish we could summon some trees while we're about to do this recap. But keeping it kid friendly on the building blocks of life, where we are about to be just quickly going through how us as spirits use numbers to create the universe, reality. So let's get into it. First up is zero. Zero is no thing, the true spirit. It is all possibilities. It is infinite in how infinite it is because it's nothing. Everything needs to come out of zero. Zero then expresses its individually infinite nothingness as the singular dancing flame that is one. As its egotistically consumptive flame burns in its desires when it is alone, soon the only desire that zero will not be able to fulfill with one is to be all one or to connect with others. So, this zero creates an opposite and a harmonious flame to the first one. And once these two flames are suspended in space, it can then cool them down just enough so that they reflect each other instead of shining their own light, and thus connect. Now we have two: polarity, yang and yin, positive and negative, masculine and feminine. This is water, and water is life in all realms and realities. In fact, the universe could be broken down into two realms. One realm being the fire realm, where spirits love to be alone, and then the other realm being the water realm, where spirits love to be all one with other individuals like themselves. Now, fire and water are still both internal elements, meaning that they can only be seen by the spirit who is internalizing them, feeling them, creating them for themselves. For a spirit to be able to relate and connect with other individuals outside of itself, it must first communicate with itself, thus creating a spaceship or a Merkaba, which allows them to travel from the alone realm to the all one realm. So by uniting fire and water, the one and two, the spirit, that zero, can create the steam, the sea, the three, the chi, the air, the atmosphere or outermost sphere that inspires the life that spirit creates through communicating how it connects its masculine and feminine desires. Universally, the steamy chi that is created from the fiery realm of spirits who want to be alone, meeting the watery realm of spirits who want to be all one, colliding, then creates the full circle, the full air that connects everything in existence, the gas that fully mimics the spirit that is creating it. We can see how the merging of the fire circle and the water circle then creates an 8 inside the chi circle that they created through their union, which is the soul, that's infinity, that's the vibration. We got it numerically right here. And in the center is the heart, or the hearth of the universe, which fuels and connects all existence, all life in the imaginable, observable universe. With fire and water both being internal elements, this means that these are the imaginations and feelings that only one individual zero, one spirit, can see inside themselves. If they want other spirits to see their own imaginations and feelings, they then bring them together, which creates the three, the steam, the chi, the air that communicates what's happening internally, externally. Now that our spirit, and by extension, the universe, is in perfectly communicative collaboration with itself to create life, we then get to come in with the four. Four is logic, judgment, earth. So once a zero sees that the three, the chi, the si, is perfect in its totality, it then has its own individual perspective on how it can further stabilize, support, and practicalize that connection. Therefore, Earth is created by spirits to help facilitate and support the expression of fire, water, air, and no thing. On a universal level, spirits use four to create light donuts I like to call simulation. These closed circuits of light, created in harmony with the flower of life, then allow spirits to die to phi in the physical reality of their choosing. This is how zeros use 4 to 5 to transform the structure that they've created for themselves. All simulations are some group of spirits using fire, water, air, and earth to express and impress themselves together. All this simulation cycling results in sex with other spirits, which one could say is the greatest desire in the universe. In fact, 0 going from 1 to 2, the whole point was for a spirit who was alone to connect with others. So, yes, sex, aka creating art with others, is the greatest desire in the universe and is the whole reason we all exist. On a 5-cycle level, sex is when 2 or more spirits, threes, Merkabas, come together in order to create, to express their balanced and individual sixes. Now, if these creatures on the inside of the simulation are doing this, and there is a spirit on the outside of the simulation who has their individual 6 that they want to express inside of the simulation, then a masculine and feminine spirit with their 6 will unite that with the 6 of the spirit on the outside to create the mark of the beast. Whoa, super scary, right? I mean, if you're scared of yourself, of course, considering the mark of the beast, this 666, is just the numerology, the gematria, whatever, that we use to create this flesh that we are currently inhabiting. When a man and woman inside the world bring their 6s together, and then that spirit takes its 6 from outside the world, and they create that mark of the beast, it then allows the spirit to sever in to that simulation. 7 is thought, the individual light of the 0. So although we're in a reality where all of our bodies are some concoction of the same elements, the same creation, the 6, our bodies then change based on how our lights, our individual 7s, sever into the simulation and express themselves through our body. And that is how your 6, your body, would then become more like your 7, more in the mold of your individual thoughts as to why you made that body in the world in the first place. Now, once a spirit starts to mold, once they start to use their 6 body to carve the 5-cycle reality into an image of their thoughts, they start to they start to feel like they want to ascend out of this hole. That may be a slight projection, but this is how spirits go from 7 to 8. This is how spirits generate a vibration that is higher than the world that they chose to be in. As the individual 0 uses its 6 to express its 7 inside of the 5, it then generates a feeling about the life that it's creating with other 0s. This is where all these 0s or spirits are in one relationship, aka creating one simulation-like construct that allows them to express and impress themselves together. This is how the 0 will then generate an 8 about the 7 that it is expressing inside of the 5. 8 is a soul, one spirit's individual feeling about the infinite waters that it is either sailing or swimming in. As all of these zeros use their 6s to express their 7s in the 5-cycle reality that they're creating together, they are all then creating their own individual vibration in relation to the vibrations around them, all on top of the one vibe that they built that simulation from in the first place. So, if an individual spirit's vibration is higher than a simulation that they've created their body in, then they can effectively raise their individual thought that expresses their imagination, aka their 7, up into their spirit, into their 9, to become a fully 9-dimensional being. By using their 8s to levitate their 7 into heaven, a spirit, that 0, is then able to merge the light body that they use to gather information in the simulation of their choosing with themselves, thus granting them a much greater space and awareness to either create their own simulation or do the same thing again, go to another reality, and keep gathering more information to keep growing larger as a spirit. Whew. And that, my friends, has been how we as zeros create everything in the universe, everything in existence through numbers. I've been your boy Tahuti. This has been the building blocks of life. And now you, as an individual spirit, have all the tools, all the keys you need to level up for infinity and beyond. You don't really need to be here anymore. Series over. Peace. I'm totally kidding. I'll see you later.